UK drill is one of the UK's most subversive and controversial genres. Its popularity has spread hugely since its beginnings in 2012, taking the place of grime for younger generations. But what's the story of the genre's censorship, and how does it affect artists of the genre? Drill music firstly began in the south side of Chicago as a derivative of trap music, and although people may have differing opinions, drill began in 2010 when Chief Keef dropped Don't Like. Rappers like Keef and King Louie pioneered the scene. However, it quickly lost its energy in America when a lot of the rappers ended up dead or in prisons, and the scene quickly changed to mumble rap. However, Keef's new style transcended the south side of Chicago and made its way to the south side of London, Brixton and Croydon. But firstly, what does drill mean? In the UK, a drilling is when you go out to shoot or stab your ops, opposing gangs for those who are confused. Therefore, drill music reflects the realities of gang culture in the UK. UK drill borrows violent and nihilistic lyrics and pounding kick drums of Chicago drill, blended together with UK rap flows and grime sounding synths to put our own London stamp on it. The UK flip has revived the genre, and as per usual, we've made it better and cruddier. Groups such as 6-7 and individuals such as Skengdo pioneered the sound and the culture in London. Since 2015, there's been a surge in drill artists, with the genre now even topping the grime resurgence. It seems, at least for the younger generation of listeners, that grime is an old man's music, and that drill appeals more to them. In 2020, artists and groups such as A-M, Skengdo, Detrimentally, Millions, and OFB, they've been dominating the charts. However, this wasn't always the reality. Drill as a genre reflects and highlights the effects of austerity, social welfare cuts, and the reality of living in inner city London, whilst gentrification and the government push communities out. The result of which is drill music, whereby drillers rap about drugs, violence, identity, crime, poverty, and money to make it out of the reality that the government has created for them. Now, before some of you start to complain about the content of the lyrics, think to yourself, genres like grime and drill, and punk before that, reflect society in its rawest form. And you have to remember that communities who pioneered the genres were often at the bottom of the socio-economic scale. Considering that the genre criticizes the government and documents the real lives that they have created, drill music began to be censored and removed. Now, before I start on that, we have to actually consider that censorship in music existed before grime and drill. Officially, censorship began in 1927. However, long before that, music was censored by the heads of state for being either too secular or too anti-establishment. Since 1927, songs and albums such as God Save the Queens by Sex Pistols, Straight Outta Compton by NWA, and even CeeLo Green's Fuck You have been censored for reasons ranging from anti-establishment lyrics to simply indecency. In the case of UK drill, however, it was the Met Police Commissioner Cressida Dick who caused the rise of censorship by stating that there was a strong link between drill music and the inciting of real-world violence. In her words, drill music is associated with lyrics that are about glamorizing serious violence, murders, and stabbings. They describe stabbings in great detail and joy and excitement. Extreme violence against women is often talked about. Well, Dick contacted YouTube, and out of the 156 drill videos requested to be removed, only 60 were taken down. These included some of my personal favourites, such as On Drills by VDM, Light Work by Incognito, and Money and Grease by Skengdo. However, it wasn't long until the Dick was subverted and the tracks moved to platforms such as Pornhub, where the lack of censorship allowed drillers to release music, briefly creating a trend of hosting UK drill tracks on sites such as these. YouTube itself actually ended up doing a U-turn on these decisions after pressure from fans who called this censorship a form of oppression. But here's the real issue. Whether you're a fan of the genre or not, there's a fundamental issue with the UK drill censorship that has to be discussed and resolved for the genre to move forwards. By censoring drill, you're silencing the voice that criticizes the government, which everyone has the right to do. Not only that, you're creating a catch-22 where drillers make drill to earn legal money and create a career. And despite small pockets of drill reaching the charts, the government is still censoring and preventing a majority of these rappers from making legal money, thus forcing them to drill. This issue even got taken to Parliament, where Krept Konan, as well as Skengdo and A-M, who were the first two artists to be sentenced for performing a drill song, addressed MPs to debate against the potential ban of UK drill. The debate was a reaction to the courts handing Skengdo and A-M a 9-month prison sentence that was suspended for 2 years for performing a drill song. This was the first time a sentence has been issued for performing a song in British legal history. I mean, as Krept says to the MPs, there was violence before drill. If we stop drill right now, is it going to end? Drill is being used as a scapegoat. We need to tackle the situation with alternative routes. We need support, we need to invest in our communities, invest in things that will help these young kids, teach them new things, how to do other things. Stopping them from doing the things they like when music is a way out is not going to help the situation. And it's true. In my opinion, Dick and the government are taking the route out of drugs and crime by preventing drillers from making music. And I personally believe this is a planned process to keep them both in the cycle of poverty. Now, reflecting back on Grime and the discrimination and censorship that the scene faced, the reality is that once drill begins to make millions for the UK economy, such as Grime has, it will then be accepted. However, the issues lie in the fact that the next subversive genre will experience the same censorship until it begins to profit the UK. Censorship is more than about swear words. It's a form of oppression, and it is an issue that needs to find a resolution for drill as a genre, and any new subversive genres yet to come. If oppressive censorship continues, what will happen to the freedom of speech?